This video explains how to install and also explains the workings of this ESBE three-way motorized valve, which comes with three 1-inch connections and has this part number and data. If we can focus in on it, just take a second. So I think that's it there. It's see if I can see part number, and there's 121-20911, I believe, and then there's an A. That may be legible. We'll get it later. Anyway, it just this flips off, clicks off for the moment, and so does this, and so does this. So that we are left with just the plumbing piece, and this can be fitted in any orientation. So this documentation that comes with it shows that it firstly shows the three columns with the position with this indicator in either the middle, to the left here, and then to the right. So it can go like that, as we see in the top two. Sorry, correction there. It's effectively like that in E1 here and E3, where we have the heat source or heat pump feeding in from this side, in here and here. Just a note, we can have the flow in this side, or we can have it in this side, but we cannot have the flow flowing in the middle. So what we have here is E1 and E3 effectively showing this position. So we can have the flow in here with the straight through for the hot water, and then this middle piece for the heating, or on E3 we just swap those around, where we have the hot water here and the heating on this way. And then E1, that's E1 and E3, sorry, E2 and E4 are essentially, if we turn the thing like that, so we can either swap the input to this side, we can swap the input to this side. We can actually keep it on the same side and turn it up, which is effectively E1 and E3. But we can have the input here is E2 and E4, and the flow in. And then in E2, the heating is out this one, and the hot water is out this one. And E4, the hot water is out this one, and the heating is out this one. So basically we can have any orientation we like. And then this just shows us the different positions. So if we're using E1 here, if the indicator is in the middle, we will have it half open. So the flow will be in here, and we'll get some flow to the hot water and some flow to the heating. That usually only happens in transition. But then if it goes to the left, which is position B, this T-piece here is closed, and it's fully open out to that side there. And likewise, if this changes over to C, it's fully open coming down here and fully closed there. And all the others are just different versions of that. Also, just a note, on this diagram we have a square and a triangle, and on the unit we have a square and a triangle, and then the T-piece bit has a little round circle there and there. So that's the plumbing. Then to assemble all the pieces back together, we firstly take this plastic piece, and it's keyed, so it will only go in one position as we turn it around. And there it is. It will go in there. Then we take this head, and that goes down on there, and it can go in any of the four orientations. So if If our mechanical has ended up like that, then it can still go on like that, and so on and so forth. And then we just take the screw that comes with it, and that gets screwed in there to secure it. And then finally the head clicks on, and that's also keyed, so it can only go in the one position. That clicks in there, and that's it, fully assembled. And then finally we'll show the wiring. So we have a brown and a blue, and the brown goes to permanent live, and the blue to neutral, and the black then is the switched live. Then the final thing is inside this head there's a pair of jumpers, and we just take that off to have a look. And the jumpers, when we take the cover off, are right there, and we can see they're the two little black things, and they actually pull off, and we can see the two jumpers are vertical at the moment. So here we have on the documentation, we have the two jumpers vertical like they are in real life, and if we put them horizontally, it changes the way it operates. So when they're in the vertical mode, it operates like E1 and E2. So if we come back over here, we can have either E1 or E2 operating.